Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So, we're going to have another episode of Makeup and Life Lessons. So, I scheduled it, but I don't think I mentioned it, posted it up, said anything. We'll see who comes. We'll see who comes. So, the first thing I need to do is do some of my skin, y'all, because I really haven't done. It's the end of the day. I haven't washed my face because, of course, I am going to do all that after I take this makeup off. Hey, hey, Claudia. So, first thing I need to do is prep my skin a little bit to put some makeup on because, yeah, it's been, it's the end of the day. All the, yeah, I was like, huh? You did. Hi, Claudia. So, we're going to start prepping the skin. Just did a little spray. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. This is Sunday Riley's, what is it called? Pink Drink Firming Resurfacing Essence. I just got it. I'm kind of liking it. So it's a spray, but I'm going to spray it in my hand and then put it on my skin. Just to like wake my skin up. Get it ready. Get it ready for what we're doing today. So we're going to do some makeup. And we're going to have a life lesson. Things that, so just as we go into these are things in my head. Now, am I a therapist? Absolutely not. Am I a psychologist or anything? No. I'm just a person who's been around for a long time. And if you've been around for a long time, you better learn some lessons. If you are still stumbling in life, I'm gonna need you to gather yourself and get it together. But because everything has some lessons in it, right? And so sometimes we just have to be open to the lessons that are there for us. So anyway, we're gonna do a little prep before we do this whole makeup. I have some new stuff to try. We're actually going to do a for real eye makeup look. So I might try to come in a little closer so you all can see it. We're going to do some eye makeup. I'm going to put on some makeup. So we have gotten this firming. It's a firming essence, y'all. It tightens up the skin, honey. Skin feels like okay. And we're just going to use a little of this under the eyes, which is my Innisfree green tea caffeine bright eye serum. So I'm just going to use a little bit under the eyes just to wake them up and get them ready for some concealer in a little bit. Now, I am a person who does my eye makeup first. Hey, Cord, because I don't think that I'm that great at eye makeup. So I can, just in case I make a mistake, I need to be able to fix that mistake real quick. So this is what we're doing. So we're going to do, when you are doing your skin, you should always prep it. Some people just do prep and then they good. Now I am a primer chick, so I will probably put on some primer later on. But right now my skin is doing this thing. So we're gonna do the eyes first, and I gotta figure out what eye makeup I'm going to use. I have a whole lot of new eyeshadows I really haven't used, so give me a second to figure it out. As you can see, all the eyeshadows are over here. This is my eyeshadow shelving unit. One of these days, I'm actually going to show you all this room. I'm going to get it totally together and then show it. Because every time I'm there, then I do something and change it and mess it up. All right, so want to use something new because it's so easy to use the old stuff. I have this. This is so pretty. Hi, Cat. Look at this. But I'm not going to do this now. But this is so gorgeous. Look at them colors, y'all. Look at them colors. Who me? Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to use that one today. But I do have some other newer ones that I have not used yet. Let me figure out what I did with them. Yeah, I got stuff all over. Okay, so over here. Put this Acento Overdose. Put this in the to be decluttered pile. Honey, because that, it's out of here. It is so out of here. I mean, it is like out of here. I know I've heard great things. I have heard great things about Blend Bunny. I think that palette is just so gorgeous. I won't do something too serious tonight. Oh, look at these blues though. Oh, look at those blues. Oh my God, they're so. What is this? I love a good blue palette. Last time I did a really quick look. Today I'm not gonna be so quick. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of stuff over here. I know I've used this one before. Have I used this one yet? I think I have. I think I've used this one. Maybe I have. I have not. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one. It's gonna be a cute kind of neutrally vibe. I have no idea how this is gonna work. And let's roll this chair back over. My old room was hardwood floors. I could just slide across. Okay. So I think I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty Naughty palette on my eyes. So let's get started. So let me prep a little bit. No. All right, so we're gonna prep with MAC Paint Pot and Laying Low because I have, kind of peachy undertones. I used to do a soft ochre because everybody talked about it, but that's too yellowy for me. So this is just to cancel out all the different shades under my eyes. Because my eyelids, darker on the bottom, a little lighter. So I just like to even out the palette. This is sort of like when you see them people putting all that concealer on here. Same process, just not as much. Because I am not one of them beauty girls who have to pack on 17,000 underlayers before I do anything. All right, so we're going to use this. Am I ready to do this? Am I going to do this, y'all? We're going to see. Okay. All right. So this is the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. Like I said, I have not used this before. I have not swatched it. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about right. Okay, so we're gonna go with this color Rough right here. Going to just blend it out on my eyes. So we're gonna use, I don't have my Wayne Gosses right now. Okay, so we're gonna use the Wayne Goss number 18. So how are you? So let's talk about this life lesson. All right, so let's get started now that we're here. All right. So if you saw the thumbnail, it's called Fuck Your Sorry, right? So let me tell you why I say this. Let's have a whole conversation about the apologies. All right. So, people mess up. We make mistakes in life. We should always apologize for them. I think it's very important that people are, do apologize. But so let's just talk about apologies and now the thing about apologies is depending on what happened, sometimes an apology is not enough. Let's just be honest. Sometimes you could do something that's kind of devastating, that people do something that's devastating, and that apology just is not enough. Now, the thing about apologies is sometimes they're for you, sometimes they're for the person that you are apologizing to. And you need to be honest with yourself. Who are you apologizing to and why? Now, when I say fuck your sorry, I don't mean that every time somebody apologizes to you, you should be like, fuck you, I don't care about your sorry. That's not what I mean. What I mean is there's levels to apologies. And when I say fuck your sorry, there's certain criteria that takes you there. So when I think about that, apologies are nice. Like for instance, I can give you an example. Now, I have a student who curses, uses profanity all off and on. You tell him to sit down, doesn't sit down. He moves around the room and all kinds of stuff, right? So when you redirect him, he says, I apologize. And 5 minutes later, he's doing the same exact thing. So that is a classic example of somebody who just says, I'm sorry, because they just want you off their back. Now, do they actually mean their apology? No. They just know that they should say it. And usually when you say, I'm sorry, that gets people to back up off of you and and now you've placated them and you move up on and continue living life the way you want to. So, and this is a kid doing it. Of course, adults do it too. You have those people in your life who always do things to hurt your feelings, to hurt you, and just always doing something that upsets you. And after they do it, they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Now, here's the thing about life. Um, yes, people are sorry for the things they do. However, if they continue to do it, they're really not sorry. They're just saying that to placate you. So that is when fuck your sorry comes into play. And the reason why I say that is because thank you for saying you sorry, but fuck your sorry, because you playing me. You're playing with me. You're just saying, you're giving me lip service. You're not saying this because you want to make amends. You're saying it to get me off your back. And so for those sorries, I say fuck your sorry. That's one reason why I say fuck your sorry. And so it's like, that's nice you said sorry, but your actions do not say you're sorry. Do I want to this way? Okay, the next color we're going to do is Untamed right there. We're going to put this on my outer corner, my outer V. All right. But let's not. Do y'all see what I just did? See, this is why I don't put makeup on right away. So I want you all to think about in your life how we allow people to placate us and don't really mean what they're saying, but just giving us that lip service in order to make us shut up. And it's okay to say, yeah, okay. So after so many times people doing it, fuck they sorry. Fuck they sorry. Who cares? It's like, thank you for that sorry, but I know you really don't mean it. So I'm going to put it here and then I'm going to take it into my crease. Woo! So I'm putting it in my crease. Don't worry, trust the process. It will all go well. It's 15 people in here. Could everybody say hello? Hello, right? So, it's like, so when people do that, and when they have this history of doing things to upset you, to be cruel or say nasty things to you and then always say, "Oh, I'm sorry, girl." It's okay to accept their apology, but really say fuck your sorry. Because I know it's disingenuous. So you just talking, giving me lip service in order to get me to be quiet. So fuck your sorry. Okay, so what I did was I'm putting this in my crease to define my eye area. Now I'm not going to leave it like this because of course right now I just got this line going through and it looks like, oh, so what are we doing here? Right? So we're going to take a little off. We're going to do this. We're going to take it up and go here. So we got this going on. All right. So there we go. So there we go. Now we're going to go back to the original color and then we're going to blend so we can get rid of these tight edges. So you really don't have to put a lot of powder on them, but you want to blend it. You want to get tight on here. And you want to just start swirling your brush in order to blend that line out, so therefore it's not as harsh. You don't want harsh lines because then you start looking like clown or drag queen, whichever one. So you want to just go through it and really just take it to there and just blend it out so you can soften that edge. Well, are you missing a parcel? That's the question. And how did they get your number to call you? Off of a parcel. The parcels normally don't have your numbers on them. So that sounds suspicious. I'm just saying. All right. So now normally I would cut my crease, but I did really good. Yeah, that's a scam. Because parcels don't have your name, your phone number on. All right. So that's one of the reasons why I say fuck your sorry. If somebody repeatedly does things and their response when you're upset is, "Oh, I apologize," it's okay to say fuck your sorry. Right? It's okay to say fuck your sorry. You can keep that mess because I'm not having it. All right. Now, here we go. Now let's get ready. Now, another thing about sorry, apologies, is sometimes an apology just is not enough. When someone has hurt you so badly that just saying I'm sorry just isn't enough. It just isn't. And oftentimes, here's what happens. When somebody hurts you really bad, or even just a little bit, they want you to accept their apology on their terms, right? I said I'm sorry. They don't want any pushback. They don't want anything like that. They just want you to take their apology and then let them be who they are. Now, it doesn't matter if this is bothering you, if it's hurt you or anything. Listen, they want you to leave it alone because they've done, hey, I've done what I'm supposed to do. I said I'm sorry, damn it. And y'all know there's some people who be like, I said I'm sorry. Okay, listen. And this goes for anybody, whether it's you or somebody who does it to you. Sometimes apologies just ain't fucking enough, y'all. They're not enough. You need more. You feel like I'm going to do this double layer, this thing with the shimmer. So I'm going to start out with this one called Please Me right here. This kind of brownish taupish one. And I'm going to use a brush to put this on. Yeah, so I'm gonna use one of my Red Sable ovals. And so I'm gonna take this, tap it on here. I'm trying to see, do I need to use something to hold it on, or can I just tap it on and it'll stay on? Because a lot of times with shimmers, you might need to give it a little zhuzh, but this one looks like I might not. So I'm gonna do this part right here like this, the outer half with this darker shimmer. All right, on both sides. All right, and so sometimes, oh hey Helen, how are you? So sometimes, listen, there are some things that you could do to somebody or they can do to you that just sorry ain't fucking good enough, right? It just ain't. Oh, so they want to buy from you now till you want your damn parcel. So, that makes sense. The French, they be doing stuff different. And so you know about something else from News Parfum? Look at your butt. So there. Okay. So one thing. Okay. So listen. Then I'm gonna go with this thing called Irresistible right here. Now I could have done a cut crease, but I don't feel like doing it. So now I'm gonna put this on the inner corner, which is just a little bit brighter. And then I'm gonna zhuzh these together right in the middle. I didn't do a birthday live. I didn't do a birthday live this year. And so, so listen. There are some times that people do shit that's irreparable. Just, no matter what, it's hard to come back from something. There are certain hurts that just are irreparable, right? I mean, I did a haul, yeah, but I didn't do a birthday live. So, so in those instances, it's okay to say thank you for the apology, but I don't want to fuck with you anymore. And that's another fuck you're sorry. Because people feel like they can hurt you, and because they have said, I'm sorry, please forgive me, that you have to forgive them, and then life goes back to the way it was in you all's relationship. It doesn't have to. Sometimes some shit is just irreparable. This one is my Lena Chu, by the way. This is my number EO3. This is the one that I'm using with my crease color. I'm going to use that to really come back here, and because you don't want to have any marks on there. You don't want to have any harsh lines. So we're going to use this to really blend in the what's this called? The shimmers. So we don't want to leave the shimmers just sitting there in one little spot. We want to like give it a little zhuzh. Now, so when it comes down to things that are irreparable hurts, listen, you don't have to let these people back in your life. The fuck you're sorry means you accept their apology and then you keep living your life. Now, do you have to let them back into your life? Absolutely not. And I'm going to say this. If you are somebody that does something irreparable harm to somebody, hurt them deeply, you have to understand that you all might not ever go back to where you were, or might not ever be anything anymore. And you have to be adults enough to understand that that's a possibility, and then Accept it. Because so often when people do things to you and they say they're sorry or do some apology, they feel like you have to accept it. And they feel like by accepting it that everything's okay and we can be friends and we can do all these, we can go back to the way we were. And that's not true. And so when it comes down to it, when I say fuck your sorry, that's one of the ways I mean it. Is that, listen, in life, true hurt does not cannot be repaired overnight. And if you want to repair it with somebody, and if somebody wants to repair with you, it's on the person who got hurt's terms, which means that they might not be willing to accept or go back to that relationship right away, and you have to ride it out if you want this person to continue in your life, or if they want you to continue in their life. When people start making ultimatums, especially after they've hurt you, right? Hi, Nadia. Especially after they've hurt you, and then feel like, okay, that's enough. Well, it might not be enough for you. Now, understand this. There's you cannot define when, but there is a time limit on how long it takes to accept someone back in your life, right? You can't hold a grudge forever and dangle it over someone's head that, oh, but wait a minute, you did this and this is why we're not where we are. If you're not going to really accept and if you're not willing to let that person back in your life the same way they were, if that's what they want, then you should leave them alone. So I'm going to use my brown tattoo liner by Kat Von D on to make a quick mini wing. Nothing spectacular. So let me get low. All right. There we go. Done. One side done. Now let me tell you something about using a liquid liner. You gotta move quick because the stuff does start to dry. And once it dries, you really can't do a lot with it. So make sure you move quick. So make sure you move quick to make that happen. All right. So the thing about sorries is you can't hold someone hostage with you feeling like they're not, if they've hurt you. Don't hold a person hostage waiting for you to accept them back into your life. If the hurt is so bad, then let them go. And that person has to be okay with you letting them go too. Because so often people want to dictate how you should react to the hurt they give you, and how you should, going forward, treat them. So if you just can't, like, let's give you an example. For most of you all know why I'm no longer married, which is my ex. I found out 9 years into it that he had been hiding his HIV and hepatitis C status from me, which was positive. Now, I had to forgive him for me. Not for him, but for me. Because until I forgave him, I had this white hot anger and I couldn't let it go. And it was affecting me, right? So I had to let it go. So I had to forgive him on some type of level. However, That doesn't mean that we have any contact, we have a relationship, anything like that. It just means that I was able to say I can forgive you for what you did. Now, did that mean, hey, let's get back together, let's have a reconciliation? Hell the fuck no. That's not what it meant. What it meant was, in order to free my heart, I had to forgive him. Now, did that mean I wanted him back in my life? Did that mean we was gonna have any conversation after that? Hell the fuck no. It was done in a text anyway. But hey, what's going on? It's dry. Hold on. There you go. No second dry on this side. That's the only thing about these. Um, yeah. I think this baby's drying out finally. I have another one. Where's my other one? Brown. No, it's the box. This is the black. I got 50,000 black ones. I should have another brown one. I have 2 of each. Ah, here we go. This must be my newer one. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. So I forgave him, but did that mean that we had to have any conversation, have any contact? Oh, hell no. Yes, baby. Now that's a lie. So there is okay. Whew. I can still do a win, y'all. Okay. So anyway, let's go back to that. So even though we have no contact, that sorry didn't mean, hey, let's get back in each other's lives. What it meant was I had to release that anger and I had to let it go and say, okay, we are no longer together. We will never be together. But I forgive you for your choice. Whatever your reason for it was, whatever made you think that made sense to do that to somebody, you piece of shit, I forgive you. And so but also, I have people who hurt me over and over again because I think we grow up thinking that for friends, for family, that we have to take abuse from them. Like we have to take this type of verbal abuse from especially family, or, I hate to say this, but people in your church, where we take this abuse from them and feel like we have to keep taking it. Okay, so we good here. Let's do something inner. We take this because we think we should, because people tell us this is what you do. Oh, that's just how they are. You know how people be like, oh, that's just how they are. I don't care if you mean and nasty. You don't have to have that energy around you, right? Just because they're family, just because you've known them for years. It's okay to let people go. It's okay to walk away from them. And those are the people who always say they sorry for shit when they're hurting you. But they do it over and over again. And they do it because they know all they got to do is say the magic words, I'm sorry, and everything's okay. And then they can go back to being the jerks and the assholes they are Because all I got to do is say I'm sorry, and everybody's gonna go, oh, okay, okay, I forgive you. So if you have those type of people in your life, it's okay to finally say fuck your sorry. It's okay to be like, you know what, I'm good. Thank you for that sorry, but and then drift away from them because sometimes those are the type of people that's hard to like just cut off. But you can drift. Drifting is okay. So we're gonna do this part of the makeup. We're gonna use this Elf Power Grip primer with 4% niacinamide, which of course niacinamide helps to um minimize the pores and stuff. And it's a skincare as opposed to just using. So now this is called Power Grip because it's supposed to make things grip to your skin. And baby, I can tell because this stuff feels really sticky and tacky. So the whole point of it is it's supposed to help the the foundation grip to your skin. And I can see that. All right. So that's all I really wanted to say about fuck your sorry because that is it's a thing that I believe in. Fuck your sorry. All right, and I have a new concealer. Let's try this out. This is the Urban Decay Naked Quickie Multi-Use Concealer. Pro tip: what? Tap it, buff it, done. Huh, okay, so we'll see how this is. Hey, D'Angelo. So we're gonna see how this is. This is in 41 NN, which is light medium. So I have not opened it. I have not used it. We go see how it works. Now I actually one of my favorite, but they discontinued. Who? This is a big old thing. Okay. So that's what they're saying. Okay. How do I open it? How do I open this, y'all? Huh. Interesting. So it's got a top on here like this, but I don't want that. But it's got an applicator inside. So I'm doing my concealer first. So it's got a, see on here, it's got an applicator. So I'm going to get in here. I don't think that would make sense though. Oh, okay, there we go. I was saying, what the hell? All right, so we're going to try this. It's got a big old one. So for people who don't know, I am not a huge. Okay, so then they're saying buff it with this. Let's try. Let's try with the little thing on here. Seems kind of big though, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I might be a believer. So we're gonna do this side too. See how this works. Then we're gonna set it, and then we're gonna put on some foundation. Oh, all right. Okay, I see how this is going to work out. All right, so we got that. We're gonna set it right quick, and then we're gonna go into the next phase of this. All right. So anyway, that is my thoughts on apologies and saying I'm sorry. But now feel free. What are your thoughts on it? Have you ever been in a situation where you finally said "fuck your sorry" to somebody? It was like, you know what? We are good. We don't have to go any further. We don't have to hold any more conversations, and it's okay. The thing is that we have to understand that it's okay to let people go, and they don't have to agree to us letting them go. Now I have two new um things, skin foundations things. I have this Dior, and then I have this balm, the Anastasia Beauty Balm. I'm gonna use the Beauty Balm tonight because I'm only doing this here. I might take a picture, I might not. So I'm going to play with this one first, and then the next time when I actually use the Dior is to actually wear it and give it a good test. So we're gonna give this one a test, and then we're gonna see how this works. I can't be heavy handed with stuff like this because I'm like, so how much should I put on? Okay, let's see. So we're gonna put this on, then we're gonna blend it in, see what happens. So this is the new Anastasia Beauty Balm. You know, that's the whole rage now in makeup is balms and things like that. So we're gonna try this one out. Let me tell you something. Letting go of people is one of the best things you can do for your space and your life. Just letting people go who do not treat you well, who are not part of your life per se at this point. Like I can tell I didn't put, hey Rainbow, I did not put enough on my nose because there's nothing on here, honey. Now I will say, this is a balm, so you can't be looking for super coverage. I'm just looking to see, will it give me a decent, like light to medium? You know, give us a nice light to medium vibe. So it is a balm. So it is going to give you that, whoo, hey, Sonny, this vibe, right? So what I'm saying, so for when it comes down to it, it is absolutely sometimes the best thing you could do in your life is to say fuck your sorry to somebody. Okay. Now we are going to buff some powder on just to set it a little bit because this is a beauty balm, so it's a little shiny to for my personal taste. Other people like it like this. You know, they be going for that glass skin vibe, that you know, glass skin vibe, but I need a little matte. I like a little sheen, not a lot. You know what though? Sometimes some people it's easy for, and some people really are challenged with saying letting people go. Like just being like, you know what, you're just not good for me. And they hold on to people. That's why we have bad relationships that last forever. That's why people have bad relationships is not just a romantic relationship. A lot of times when people have bad relationships, they have them all over the place. It's not just the lover in their life. That bad relationship, do y'all see how that did? Those bad relationships translate into almost every type of relationship they have. And so if you find yourself with people in your life that just don't make you feel good, and they always bringing you down, honey, it's time to let them go and say, fuck you, I'm sorry. So the next time they do something that's really ignorant, just say, fuck you, I'm sorry. All right, so we're going to go with the Hourglass. This is the Edit Unlocked. So here it is. This is a little brown girl friendly. Now we're not gonna say it's super brown girl friendly, but for Hourglass, this is damn brown girl friendly. So we're gonna who is this by? I forget who makes this brush, but we're gonna put this one on. You know, I do like to splurge on the Hourglass. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna get the next one next year though. This year, because this is their holiday palette. Because I have three now, I don't need another one. I'm just being. I have to remind myself of these things, because you be like, "Oh, look at that pretty colors." But yeah, so often people allow people to do, you know, treat them different ways. And like I said, a lot of times think about your relationships with your family. Because so often our worst relationships are with our family. Because we're taught that they're family and you have to put up with them and you have to keep them around and be in their life. As you all know, I'm a firm believer in fuck them people. If you were here last week, I let go of folks. You gotta, bring down that six head and make it a nice forehead. All right, so we got a little bronzer on, a little to give us a little definition. And so we are just using this palette. So I've been doing this way differently. So I'm gonna put on the highlighter next, right above the bronzer. I'll do like this and bring it up. So there's a space and a time to allow people to be in your life, but there's also a time when it's okay to take care of you and let go of people. It's really okay. And part of letting go of people is to say that I no longer have to allow you in my life. Whether you apologize for the way you treat me or not, I'm not fucking with you. So thank you for the apology, but I'm going to take it and say bye-bye. All right, so that's my highlighter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, hi Margot, I'm going to take this. I want it a little matte. So I'm going to take this one right here in the middle. Tap it now. You got to be the good thing about Hourglass is that they are very buildable and they're very sheer and very, um, skin-like. Give you a natural finish. So what I'm doing is I am applying the blush just over top of the um, bronzer and the highlighter because I want them all to kind of meld up. Now what I did was I just did, this is so old school, I just did a little light dusting of blush on the tip of my nose. That's it. Now I didn't do it where I look like I'm going crazy because I know that's the new thing now again. Because now we have a whole new generation of makeup people who living on TikTok and stuff, and younger, and honey, these choices they make me go, what are you doing? Now, quick tip, if you have ever felt like your makeup is too much, did I use this one? Use this one. Use your use the brush that you put on your makeup with to just do it over top. Don't add any foundation or anything that you put on your foundation, and then that will do the trick. So there we have it. Oh baby, and this let me see how this is doing, y'all. Let's just break it up. But I shouldn't use their thing. Alright, so we're here. Let's do this. One last thing underneath the eyes. Let's just zhuzh them up just a little bit. With a very, very light dusting. Well, this is a Refer brush. This is the 28. We're just going to take a little bit of this one called Naughty right here. And we're going to just go a little bit underneath the eyes, just a little bit. Just to give it a little smoke. Just a really light dusting of smoke. And then on the inner corner, I'm going to use this one called Shameless, which is like this pinky color. Couple ways you can do it, but I have these little brushes by Refer, which is the 03. Perfect for something like this to do your inner corners. I'm just going to pick it up and just deposit it right there on this little itty bitty brush. So we have that. So now we have everything on. I didn't use too many products. And let's do a little prep and prime fix to melt everything in. We'll let this sit on for a minute. So anyway, how are you? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to put on some lashes. We're going to put on some lipstick. We're going to see how this look came out. And I hope you enjoyed our little makeup and life lessons. I will be doing these every week, whether y'all watching them or not. It's just a way, honey, it's a way to just get some stuff off my chest. So either y'all watch me or you don't. It's fine. If you're like, why is she, don't nobody care about what she got to say? So we're actually going to put on some lashes. Because we can't do this and not put on some lashes, right? We can't just put the look on, leave it like this, and be like, okay, we're done. We need to put some lashes on and some lipstick. So we got some lashes for everybody who came in later. Did everybody see all the makeup I used? Do I need to tell you? Do you need a rerun? Let me know. So while I put these lashes on, should I go through all the products that we've used this evening? Let me know. With this look, this is a very chill look. I think we're going to go with a nude lipstick. I think we're going to go with something new. Now, we know I'm in love with my Lisa Eldridge, but we're going to try to find something else that we could use. This is House of Lashes. This is called Iris. Let me show you how pretty this is. I love a good cat eye style lash. You need a rundown of the products? Okay, let me put my lashes on, and then we will get the rundown of the products. Thank you, Nikki, for letting me know, because I just was asking, do you need the rundown of all the products that were used? All right, here we go. So that's how we will end it. So from now on, we'll end it with the rundown of the products, just to make sure make sure you all know everything that was used. If there's any kind of looks that you would like to see, hit me up. You know, if you're like, oh, what about this type of look or this type of colors on the eyes, because I have no problem doing them. All right, so let me put this lash on. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I see you right there. You need to be taken off. And you need to be taken off right there. And then I got some stuff in my hands. Okay. Yeah, I always look so crazy when you have one lash on, one lash not on. You always look so crazy with one lash on, one lash off. Okay, let's put the other one on. Hi, ES. How are you? Trying to get this on correctly. And then we'll do this lash on, and then we'll put some lipstick on, and we will do a quick rundown of everything that I have used. Okay, lashes are on. Let's put on some lipstick. Do I have anything new that I have not used lately? Oh, I do. I have some new ones. Let's see which one we want to use. Do we want to do this one? I think so. All right. Yeah, we want to go with this one because this one was a little too that. Okay. So I have some Juvia's Place. Oh, interesting. So I have some Juvia's Place. So we're going to use some Juvia's Place. And what we're going to use is this one, I think. Morocco. Let me see. Let me swatch this right quick. It's a little dark. What the heck? Let's go dark, and then we're gonna put some on top of it. So we're gonna go dark. We're gonna go a little dark. So we're gonna go with Morocco. Now, I am not a huge lip liner person. Let me just put that out there. I guess I could be. I should come on. I'm just not. So we have this lip, honey, and then let's put this on top of it. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, so then we're going to use Oasis. I have another one that I like, but I think it's upstairs in my bag. So this is Oasis. So these are cute. They're lip glosses. So gonna put a little of this on. All right, so let's talk about what I did. Okay, what I used. All right. So my primer was the Power Grip Primer with Niacinamide by e.l.f. So that was the primer I used. So we'll go with the face and then we'll do the eyes. I did that. Then I used this, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Balm. This is brand new. This is in the shade 9. This is more of a light to medium coverage. You are not going to get a lot of coverage with this, so don't be looking for it. And I noticed with it, you need to be ready for it to be very glowy because it is a, oh, thank you. It is a balm. So it's going to give you that glowy effect. Just so you're aware of that. To set it, I used my YSL All Hour setting powder. This is in Choo Choo Honey. Now this is discontinued. They have come out with a new setting powder, and as soon as I am done with that, I will be trying it because YSL is one of my holy grails. Just absolutely love it. What happened to my Charlotte Tilbury? Oh, there she is. Because I was like, what happened to the Charlotte Tilbury? Flawless Filter, we love that too. Okay, so we have this. Then concealer, I was trying out this one. This is Urban Decay's Naked Quickie. Now I use their applicator. I don't like it. However, I think this is actually a pretty damn good concealer. So I'm gonna try it again because I used to like the old Naked concealer they had. So we're gonna see how this works. So that's all that. And then on my cheeks, my cheek products were strictly from the Hourglass Edit, the Snake one. This was their holiday palette this year. So I used that one. I used the bronzer. I used this blush, and I used this highlighter right there. So I used those. So that's everything on my face. Oh, yeah, I said concealer. Oh, and to set my concealer, I use my Dermablend banana powder. This is all I ever set with, because let's just be honest, I only use this under my eyes, and this shit will last forever. So I have not bought any other setting powders for under eyes, because why? Because, honey, I don't need another one. I mean, because if I'm waiting to use that one up, it's gonna be years before that's used up. Just years. Okay, then on the eyes, I used the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. I used, which ones did I use? I used Rough right here on the upper, like the brow, up in the brow area to conceal it. Oh, let me just, before I forget, I used my MAC paint pot and laying low to, like, you know, prime my eyes. Not necessarily prime, but I like to cancel out the color. I don't use concealer. I use this. I have used concealer in the past, but I just don't. I use that instead. So I use this on the brow bone, the upper crease. Then in the crease, I used Untamed. Yeah, in the crease, I used Untamed. On the eyelids, I used two shimmers. I used Please Me on the outside because it's a little bit darker brownish, and then I use this one called Irresistible, which is almost a rose gold. And yeah, and then on the inner corner, I use the pink one, Shameless. So those are all the ones that I so that's what I use from the Huda Beauty palette. Lipstick, of course, if you just came in, was, here's the one. This is the Juvia's Place. This is, I forget which one it is, but it's called Morocco. I forget which line this is, but it's this color. But it's this color right here. So it's called Morocco. And I put this over it, which is called Oasis Gloss, to give it a little zhuzh. I did not put on any lip liner. Maybe soon. One day I might start using lip liner, but it ain't today. So here we go. So that is the look. And so if you came in late and did not hear what I meant by fuck your sorry, because that is the life lesson for this week. And if you felt like you enjoyed the life lesson, let me know. Leave a comment after you leave in the comments so I know where we go with the next one. I have an idea for next week's life lesson. We'll see what happens. And we'll be doing, and if you have any suggestions or would like to see any type of looks, you know, eyeshadow looks or makeup looks, let me know. We can, I'll make sure that I try to incorporate those type of things in this, because this is going to be, I'm trying to do this every Wednesday night, have a little makeup and life lesson, because I love makeup and I haven't been wearing it, but I also, a lot of you all asked me about applying it again, because so many of you know that I started in the beauty space. So, and I still love makeup. So let's just use the makeup and look. But if you all want like a serious step-by-step how to do some things, let me know and we'll just go step by step and slow it down. All right, y'all. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.